the show. All right. Yeah, so the man who three-peated with Kobe is now saying he could have done it with T-Mac. Like as if to suggest that like Kobe Bryant is interchangeable with just anybody. T-Mac was a good scorer. That's about it, bro. And Kobe was as good a scorer, matter of fact, better as a scorer than T-Mac. Okay, so let me break this down a little bit, right? So we're breaking this into parts. Why that set me off, why that's straight disrespectful, the myth of T-Mac, the truth about Kobe's role on those teams, legacy hijackers versus truth tellers, the killer duo that was not replaced, and frankly, I don't know if it can be replaced. Shaq and Kobe. Yeah. So I mean, first off, let me talk about why that set me off, right? Um, Shaq. Yeah. So he made those comments, man, that he could have three-peated with T Mac. Stop it, man. Stop it. That's the same number with Kobe. Like, and he said it with his chest, no hesitation, man. That's not just like a hypothetical talk, man. That's the same revisionism that's killing the league. That's making some of us not want to watch games anymore, man. They've been trying to rewrite history, like to just, and we know Shaq is a sensitive dude. Shaq is very sensitive. You criticize Shaq, he's holding up four rings. I mean, dude, so um, yeah, so I mean that's why that pissed me off. Like I got a visual for you here. Let's see. Let me show it real quick. All right, look at this, man. You can see what we have on your screen. Now you could. Oh, and then of course, people say Kobe was carried by Shaq. So I've got this visual. That's how people want to talk about it. No, man. I mean, this is the only carrying that happened. This physical carrying. That's it. And it happens after they won. They were celebrating. So if you look at their stats, right, playoff averages versus the finals averages, you can take out the first year because Kobe was really just coming into his own, and but like every other year, bro, they're neck and neck. Yeah, sure, Kobe fed the big fella the ball a lot because he's dominant and he's huge, and they couldn't. I mean, look at the guys he was playing against. I can't even remember their names, bro. Like the people Shaq played against. So at the center position. So of course you're gonna play safe and give it to the big fellow, get them in foul trouble and all that. Then when the fourth quarter comes around, it's Mamba time. Okay. All right. So enough of that. Okay. Now I'm gonna talk about I'm gonna talk about like why that's just disrespectful, bro. Like I think I just talked a little bit about it, not to sound repetitive, right? But like Kobe was not just part of the three-peat, man. He wasn't like, and this is one thing I hate about like team sports. They like to make it look like one guy did every man. Kobe Bryant was the official closer. Now on that team, there's some other guys that don't get credit. Like there's a lot of times they're official close for that team. Big Shot Bob. We know about Robert Horry. It's a team game, bro. It's a team game. And it starts with Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant held Shaq accountable, something T Mac could not have done. They would have probably like Kobe Bryant was laser focused. Nobody had that focus in the league, man. T Mac had talent. He wasn't nearly as focused as you think Kobe Bryant could have like challenged Shaq to stay in shape and like nah, man. I said Kobe Bryant. You think T Mac could have challenged Shaq like Kobe Bryant did? He wasn't afraid of fighting them. Shaq. Somebody told a story. I forgot one of the players that played with him, man. So that's about how like he saved Kobe's life one time because Shaq wanted to kill him because Kobe wasn't backing down. I don't know if T Mac was like that, man. I don't know. T Mac couldn't even stay healthy. Like, you know, and I'm not blaming that on him. I mean, it happens in sports. Y'all want to just assume that T Mac would have stayed healthy to three-peat with Shaq. No, man. I want to move on here because, so yeah, Shaq was decent for three quarters. Kobe Bryant brought it home. It's a slap for them to say this, man. You know, um, Kobe Bryant didn't rush out. Kobe Bryant grabbed the wheel at all times. At the end of the game, we've seen people like LeBron. Oh man, let me pass it. Let me drive in the pass so it looks like I'm a team guy. I play the game the right way, bro. You weren't good enough to put the ball in the hole as Kobe Bryant. That's why you pass in those situations. Mamba wanted out the smoke. He wasn't running from the last shot, never. To the point. I mean, when he started out, when he was coming into his own, he shot those two air balls in Utah that people like to clown him about. You know, um, but eventually, like that would have broken a lot of players. It would have broken a lot of guys. Now Kobe Bryant, he got back in the gym and he came back and became, in my opinion, top two. Yeah, top two. You know, so look at this. Look at this picture, man. I got a chart of like game winning shots. I forgot where I got this from. It's been a while, but I mean, obviously we got the usual suspects at the top, bro. It was Mike and Kobe and ISO Joe, man. So I got a visual of ISO Joe, behind me over here. You'll see when I get back to the live video, right? But I mean, look at these guys. LeBron James played damn near 100 years. I mean, of course he's gonna have eight. The last one was a layup. It probably made him the greatest of all time. Oh man, yeah, we got some other dudes, Paul Pierce. I didn't know some of these names were Andre Iguodala. Wade, I'm not surprised. Wade wasn't afraid of the moment, like a certain king was. Okay, so yeah, let me get back on track. So look at this behind me, man. Behind me right here. Got that ISO Joe jersey, man. Joe Johnson was cold, bro. Joe Johnson cooked LeBron in the playoffs, man. I don't forget, man. The Miami Heat LeBron cooked him. There was a particular game, Joe. Like, I mean, man, he just, like, man, stop it. All right. And Joe was known for being clutch too. Let me hammer that in. Like, I think that there were a couple seasons where he led the league in clutch points. Kevin Garnett said something blasphemous. He said they call him Joe Jesus. Blasphemy. Forgive me for even saying that, but because he might not be there, you know, like he might not be there all the time, but when you need him, and you calling him, he's there. Blasphemous. I don't endorse that statement, but I'm telling you what people thought about this guy. All right, so let me not get off topic too much over here. Okay. So, yeah, so I think I'm gonna move on to the next section and I'm gonna talk about the more about the myth of Tracy McGrady. Tracy McGrady was smooth, silky, gifted, mesmerizing at times. I used to watch those battles, man, 2008, man, and man, I was like, man, we used to argue if T Mac, who was better, T Mac and Kobe, but if you look over time, the body of work, and then T Mac, did you see T Mac on that chart that I showed with the clutch shots? Nah, you saw Kobe there, you know. I'm just saying. Um, yeah, T Mac never made it out of the first round. It's disingenuous to suggest that somebody who never made it out of the first round in his prime, by the way, playing with Yao Ming, and they had a squad, bro. Like T Mac played with Ron Artest. T Mac played with Let me try to remember, man. Yeah, man, I'm forgetting some of these other dudes, man. But they had a squad, bro. I used to hate when the Lakers went up against the Rockets because it was always a dogfight, man. Like T Mac and Kobe were cooking, and the other guys weren't just bystanders, man. So about T Mac from 2004 to 2010, T Mac and Yao missed over 300 games combined. 300 games. There's 82 games in a season. And we're not just talking about like, oh, well, I mean, yeah, that is crazy, bro. You didn't even have them healthy enough to make a run. That's what you get from T Mac. You can't just slide him in and say, yeah, I would have done it with Kobe too. Shaq is insensitive and he's trying to make this about him. Like, he gets overlooked in the GOAT debate, which I disagree with. I think Shaq should be like, he should be top five, man, because I mean, there hasn't been anything like Shaq. But stop it, man. Don't disrespect Kobe Bryant. Okay? Um, so the only time they had a healthy run, that's T Mac and Yao, was in 2007. You know, uh, yeah, they lost to the Utah Jazz in Game 7. T Mac couldn't close. Bryant would have closed. Sure, the Utah Jazz had Darren Williams and Carlos Boozer. And I think they had Mehmet Okur at that time. Mehmet Okur was a good support player, but I mean he wasn't no legend. The Rockets had, man, I forget the team, and I should have looked it up, but the Rockets had a stacked team. You know, they had a team that was good enough to compete. Those years when Kobe was playing with the infamous Lakers squads, T Mac had a better squad. He didn't do much with it. All right, enough about T Mac, man. Oh wait, I got one more point to make. You know, uh, so in that game 7, sure, T Mac dropped 29 points, 13 assists. Yao had 29.6 rebounds. Oh yeah, I forgot Shane Batty. Oh my goodness, man, I got a visual. Let's see. I forgot about Shane Batty. Look, T Mac played with this guy, bro. Where's that picture of Shane Batty? Let's see. Okay, look at this. I don't know if some of y'all remember this, but This is the kind of BS defense Kobe Bryant had to deal with, man. Like I never seen him try to defend a guy like this. Look, Shane Battier is not even trying to contest the shot. Look, run on test. Louis Scholar. Louis Scholar was damn near a superstar, man. You know what I'm saying? Who was Kobe playing with at this point? You know? Look at he got his hand all up in the man's face. Like, bro, you're not even trying to block the shot. You're not trying to contest. Yeah, it's probably a waste of time. So let's take away his eyesight. They never did that to LeBron. They never did that with T Mac. You know. So yeah, they had a squad, bro. Kobe had to deal with this. And then not only did you have Battier, you had Ron Artest on the same team. He might like he's probably more of a terrific defender than Battier. I don't know. Both of them are, up there, man. And Artest had crazy offense too. Mr. McGrady.